So pair of linear equation, two variables, I am continuing. So graph of linear equation in two variable is a straight line graph. Every point on the graph, the coordinate of that point will give the solution of the equation. So every solution of the equation is a point on the line representing the equation. Both the way it is right. That means any point on the line you take, that will be a solution for the equation, or any solution of the equation you take, you can mark that point on the graph. So now pair of linear equation. What do you mean by that? That is two linear equations in same two variable you can call it as pair of linear equation two variable. Two linear equation same two variables. Suppose you are taking 2x plus y minus 3 equal to 0. Another one you can write 5x minus 2y plus 6 equal to 0. Here both the variables are same. So you can call it as pair of linear equation two variable. So when you are taking two variable x and y, you don't take another two variables. So you should have the same variable. So you can call it as a pair of linear equation in two variable. Two linear equations in the same two variables are called a pair of linear equation in two variable. That I am going to write down the pair of linear equation general form. a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, where a1, b1, c1 are real numbers. a1 is not equal to 0, b1 is not equal to 0. I already explained why a1 is not equal to 0, b1 is not equal to 0. And next linear equation two variable a1 a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. Here a2, b2, c2 are real numbers. a2 is not equal to 0, b2 is also not equal to 0. So these two linear equations, these are the general form of linear equation. Both the variables are x and y, so they are called pair of linear equation two variable. So when you draw a graph, this equation also you get a line, straight line graph, and this one also you get a straight line, because you know linear equation in two variable you will have a straight line graph. So when you are considering a pair of linear equation, you will get a two straight line graph. Now we are going to explain, I am going to explain the geometrical representation of linear equation. So geometrical representation of a linear equation in two variables. So linear equation in two variable, you will get a straight line graph. A pair of linear equation in two variable, you will get two straight lines. So two straight line graph. So you know two lines in a plane. How can you draw two lines in a plane? You can draw, there are three ways you can draw the lines in a plane. When you draw two lines, it can intersect each other. Next way, second, you can draw two lines parallel. Third, you can draw one line over the other. That means you can say the two lines are coinciding or overlapping. Therefore, there are three ways to draw two lines in a plane. First one, the lines will intersect at one point. Second case, the lines will not intersect because they are parallel. Third, the lines will be coincident. That means lines are overlapping. These are the three ways of drawing two lines in a plane. Now, graphical solution. Graphical solution. See, first case what? The two lines are intersecting. Two lines are intersecting. That means you can say that pair of equation has a unique solution. Pair of equation has a unique solution. First case, two lines are intersecting at a point. Then pair of equation has a unique solution. You can call this pair of linear equations as consistent equations. That is, pair of equations has a unique solution. They are said to be consistent. Why they are said to be consistent? What do you mean by the consistent? Consistent means equations are said to be consistent if they have at least one solution. Pair of linear equations are said to be consistent if it has at least one equation. Here in this case, when you draw the graph of a pair of linear equation, this pair of linear equations are intersecting at one point, and this point is the solution for both the equations. You can say that pair of linear equation has a unique solution. Since it is having a unique solution, this pair of linear equations are said to be consistent. Second, lines representing, that means lines representing the pair of linear equation are parallel. So if the lines are parallel, it will not intersect anywhere. Therefore, you can say no solution for this equation. So there is no common solution for this equation. Then they are said to be inconsistent. They are said to be inconsistent. What is the meaning of inconsistent? The pair of linear equations are said to be inconsistent because they don't have no solution, no common solution. Then third one, what is the third one? Lines representing the equations are overlapping or coincident. That means any point you take on this line, that will be a solution for the pair of linear equation. That means these two equations, you can say how many solutions? Infinitely many solutions. Infinitely many solutions for this pair of equations. Therefore, they are said to be, I told you, consistent means at least one solution. Here there are infinitely many solutions. Therefore, they are also called a consistent pair of equations. These pair of equations are also called a consistent equations. So, these equations are said to be dependent. They are said to be dependent means so infinitely many solutions are there. Actually, these equations are equivalent equations. For example, 2x plus 3y is equal to 5. Then 2x plus 6y is equal to 10. You multiply with any number or you divide by any number. So if you are multiplying with the 2, 4x, 6y, 10. So these are known as equivalent. These equations are equivalent equations. So equivalent equation has infinitely many solutions. That means when you draw a graph for this line and this line representing this equation and this equation, both are overlapping. Therefore, they are known as consistent equation, and you can say they are dependent equations. Okay, now once again I will explain about the graphical solution. Two lines in a plane, there are three possibilities. One is the lines can intersect, second the lines will be parallel, third the lines are overlapping. First let me explain when the lines are intersecting. So lines representing the equations intersect at a point, you can say this pair of equation has a unique solution. Since it is having a unique solution, you can call this pair of linear equations are consistent. The meaning of consistent means you should have at least one solution. Here unique solution means these two equations will have a unique solution. The next one, the line representing the pair of linear equations are parallel. Then these lines will not intersect. Therefore, no solution for this equation. Then this pair of linear equations are said to be inconsistent. The meaning of inconsistent means there should not, that two equations are no solutions, no common solution. Then the third one, the two lines are coincident or overlapping. Therefore, any point on this line will give the solution for the equations. That means this pair of linear equation has infinitely many solutions. Then pair of linear equations are said to be consistent, and these equations are said to be dependent. Now, I told you how to write down, write this, express y in terms of x, check whether x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 3 is a solution of the equation. Also find the point where line represented 2x plus 3y is equal to 17 cuts the y-axis. This is not the graphical representation, you have to prove it algebraically. See, express y in terms of x. You know how to write down y in terms of x. 3y is equal to 17 minus 2x. Y is equal to 17 minus 2x by 3. Now the second part, check whether x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 3 is a solution of the equation. That means the checking part, take x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 3. So 2x plus 3y is equal to 17. Take LHS, 2x, 2 into 4 plus 3 into 3, 8 plus 9 is 17, which is equal to RHS. So LHS is equal to RHS. That means these values are satisfying this equation. Therefore, x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 3 is the solution of the equation. Now, see this graph. Take this point 1. 1.1 is on the x-axis. What is the coordinate of this point P? This point I taken as Q. What are the coordinate of point Q? x coordinate is 1. What is the y coordinate? Any point on x axis, y coordinate is 0. So this q is 1, 0. Take this point 2. This one I take it as r. What is r? X coordinate is 2. Y coordinate on x axis is 0. Take this 5. Yes, x coordinate is 5, y coordinate is 0. This side you come, this is t. X coordinate is -2, y coordinate is 0. So you can tell that any point on x axis, y coordinate is 0. Now you take the point on y axis. Suppose I am taking this point A. What are the coordinates? That means you remember any point on y axis, x coordinate is 0. This is 0 and y coordinate is 3. So 0, 3. Now take this point B. B, x coordinate is 0, y coordinate is -1. Take this point 4. C. So it is 0, 4. That means any point on y axis, x coordinate is 0. Any point on x axis, y coordinate is 0. Now we come to this. Find the point where the line represents 2x plus 3y is equal to 17. Cut the y axis. So it cuts the y axis. Y axis means which coordinate is 0? X coordinate is 0. Remember, this line is cutting the y axis. So it cuts the y axis, means that point x coordinate is 0. Now we take the equation 2x plus 3y is equal to 17. X is equal to 0 plus 3y is equal to 17. 0 plus 3y is equal to 17. Then y is equal to 17 by 3. So what is the coordinate of that point? X coordinate 0, y coordinate 17 by 3. 0, 17 by 3 is the point, the line cut the y axis. Line cut the y axis at 0, 17 by 3. So find the point where the line represented 2x plus 3y equal to 17. Cut the y axis. That is 0, 17 by 3. Two questions yesterday children have asked the doubt. I want to clarify it. One was the question in the quiz assessment. So this is the solution for the quiz assessment. I am forwarding it. The question asked, the doubt asked for the fifth question. Number of polynomial having zeros -3 and 5. So answer is more than 3. See, 2 zeros -2 and 5. What is the sum of 0? 3. Product of 0 is -10. You can write down the quadratic polynomial x squared minus 3x minus 10. Okay, so this polynomial you can multiply with any number or you can divide it with also any number. So if I multiply with the 2, so you got 2x squared minus 6x minus 20. I divide with the 2, this one you got. I multiply with the 3, you got. That means you know that ax squared plus bx plus c is k into x minus alpha into x minus beta. X minus alpha into x minus beta is this. So you can multiply this with any number k. So the value, these are all equivalent polynomial. So many polynomials you will get it. Therefore, the answer is more than 3 polynomials you will get it. This is the only one doubts someone has raised in this quiz assessment. Next one question worksheet. Fifth question. The question is, a forester wants to plant 66 apples 88 bananas and 110 mangoes in equal rows. That means the number of trees should be equal in one row, and he wants to make distinct rows of trees. That means he want apple tree in one row, but not means rows, and banana trees in rows and mango trees in rows. That means apple tree should not be planted with banana trees, and banana trees should not be planted with the mango, but there should be equal number of trees in each row. That means you have to find out the HCF of 66, 88 and 110. So you got this HCF as 22. So this HCF can divide each number. You can divide 22 can divide 66 completely, 22 can divide 88 completely, 22 can divide 110 completely. Therefore, number of trees in each row is 22. So how many rows for apple tree? 66 by 22. How many rows for banana tree? 88 by 22. How many rows for mango tree? 110 by 22. That is 3 plus 4 plus 5 is equal to 12.